So we got the sea serpents, as I was saying. Sorry, was my son. But as I see here, sometimes you could be your number one critic and your number one blockage. Sometimes you have this idea of doing things, but you continue to think that you are not doing it correctly, or that you can do it faster than you need to. And sometimes you wrap yourself around, and then you go in circles and circles and circles and circles, and you will never find an exit to that. So at this point right here, do not let your mind go in circles, because what you're gonna do is unlimited hamster wheel. As well as, you should never be your number one critic, your number one blockage. You should be your number one fan. But also, not having patience, wanting to skip, or wanting to be like someone else always will lead to go in circles. You need to find your identity. You are seeing but not seeing. The rabbit right here. In this spiritual journey, and I'm going to talk about a little bit about me. When I started doing all of this, I thought I could do everything on my own. Oh, I'm spiritual, I can do everything on my own. But sometimes, yes, you could be fast as a rabbit. You can actually do so much, but you could be working better as a community. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't need to do everything on your own. You don't need to show the world that you're better than that you're better than him, that you're better than her. And you don't need to go that fast. Take your time to enjoy. And also, stop pushing people away that want to help you. Just because you're too stubborn to do it yourself. You're too stubborn to accept help because you want to do it yourself. Fish, divine energy. Divine feminine energy. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, as I told you here before. And fire ant. Go with the flow. Because sometimes by trying to attack something too quick, you can set yourself for failure. Another thing is that you don't need to follow other people's identity, other people's style to do what you want to do. I know that you may feel like, oh my God, what I want to do in life, everybody's doing it. But think about it, boo boo kaka. What has not been done? We can even name anything that hasn't been done. The fact that it hasn't been done means that it has no name. So everything you do in life, if you choose to be spiritual, if you choose to do hair, if you choose to do something, everybody has done it. The fact is like, you don't need to do it better. That's the thing. You don't need to do it better, but you need to do it different. Because at the end of the day, we are all the fire ant. We are all alike in a way to perform it. And we all live a similar life, not identical. But you may say, but what about rich people and us? We all get hungry. Not everybody gets to eat. Not everybody gets to eat the same thing, but we all get hungry. That's one similar thing. We all need air. None of us can breathe underwater. You know what I'm trying to say? We all go to the bathroom. We don't use the same bathroom. All of that is different. But the similarities is that we do all kind of the same things in a different way, but the same, similar. Now, what you need to do it is earn it and do it your way. That's why I read my cards the same way I do it, because everybody does tarot cards, but nobody can do it like me. Because I do it my way, the way it's intended. And that's what you need to do. Everything you do in life, put your stamp and make sure that people know that you did it. Because nobody, even though that they can find multiple people to do it, they will never find somebody that does it like you. Not about being better, but being unique. They're going back to be the hummingbird. You need to make a difference. Your song needs to be recognized, and it will be recognized, but you need to commit to that. Dolphin. I told you they were faithful. Talking about committing. Gazelle. You know, the gazelles, they actually, they could be hunters, like not hunters, but predators. They could also be the prey. They could also be scary sometimes. But sometimes the gazelle, if they find a car and they stare at it too much, they can get run over. Just like, let's call it like that. They want you to know, do not focus on the wrong thing, because then you're gonna waste a lot of time focusing on the wrong thing, and that could hit you. You know what I'm trying to say? Whenever you focus in the wrong thing, the wrong person, and this could be a lot of things in your life, you will actually blink and realize how much time has been wasted in something that wasn't worth it. This is talking about when you are in love with the wrong person, when you continue to fight for something that is already over, when you are continuously stubborn to not let go of a situation that needed to let go for a long time, and you're gonna continue telling you, I'll do it whenever I'm ready, and you realize that you stare at it for so long and it hits you and you never even notice. Turtles. You know that turtles are misunderstood sometimes. They say like, oh my god, they're so slow. But you know what? That they're so fast in the right environment. They're very fast swimmers. And they have a lot of good traits. And they actually live a long life. So people, remember the story of the rabbit and the turtle when you were kids? So remember that we had the rabbit and I was telling you, you don't need to do things correctly. I'm sorry. You need to do things correctly and it's not always going fast. Got confused there. It's here. Sometimes people confused that because you are taking a little bit longer than your neighbors, than your sisters, the other people to achieve something means that you're not doing correctly. Do you know that whatever comes fast leaves fast? How many times you've seen, for example, YouTubers that grow like this and now we can't even remember their name? So at this point is whatever it is that you do in your life, you don't have to focus on the speed. You gotta focus on how it's done. Now, if you're the turtle, you're gonna enjoy a lot of things in that journey. You're gonna make friends. You're gonna learn a lot of things, and this is gonna add to your wisdom. Now, whenever you sit in the same table as the rabbit will have very little to say because all they say, oh, I did it first. But guess what? You know more. And what is the difference between doing it faster and knowing more? The quality, the treasure that you have towards this passion, towards the situation, and people can see that within you. Don't be the rabbit, be the turtle. Elephant. You know, elephants are very sacred in some countries. And elephants are very wise. And often elephants are very connected to the spiritual world. And that is you. You are very connected to the spiritual world. And you are very wise. And you have existed. Your soul has existed for many centuries. Some people consider the turtle and the elephant old. So whenever you get that, you go like, oof, what did I even get that? Babe, you're not slow. You go at the speed that's intended, because with that each step you take, you gain wisdom. How can you achieve something and do it better, if you want to call it, which like I told you, it's not about being better, but let's say that you want to do it better, because I know humans. Knowledge over speed will always win, because knowledge will let you research, will let you see things correctly, and you're not gonna miss. Sometimes when you go too fast, you tend to crash and miss multiple times, taking away your energies. But you're very connected to the spiritual world. Now we got the cosmic egg. Remember the first egg that we saw? Now this is the inside of that egg, meaning that you need to protect your energies. You need to protect yourself, because you're unique and you don't want to be a broken egg, because not everybody is going to be deserving of your cosmic energies. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Or your cosmic help. Now, like the crocodile, you know that they're scary, right? They're they're scary. But this is talking about see things. Take time to see things correctly. Don't jump into conclusions. Like the crocodiles, they don't attack right away. They study, they see you from afar, and then clack. That's what you need to do when you're doing things. You need to study, to research it, and when it's safe, you go for it. But this is talking about do it cautiously. Now, like the moth right here. Moth right here, multiple beliefs means if it's a black moth, could believe, some people believe that it means death. White moth believes that, some people believe that it's good luck. And some people see moth as something that's going to eat your clothing. What I'm telling you with this is all about perspective. Nobody's going to see, everybody's going to see things differently. And they're entitled to do so. So meaning that your experience and my experiences with things are not going to be the same. Yet, they did the same thing for us. Meaning that we awakened and we found something. But your experiences and my experiences are not going to be the same. And just because they're different, they don't take away the credibility of the other person. And that's one of the things we all need to learn. We need to understand that just because it didn't happen to us does not mean it's not possible. That's just what it is. And that's something that society nowadays don't understand. And my stomach is growling, so if you hear that, yes, I'm starving. Like to be. Sometimes people do not understand our quest. And that's totally fine. And that is the sacrifice we need to have sometimes. It's like we are not always going to be understood. No matter how many times you explain yourself, not everybody has ears to listen properly. We all have one here, let's say. But not everybody's going to hear the same words because not everybody's willing to do so. Because it's not about voice, it's about vibration. And not everybody's going to want to acknowledge them or recognize them the same way. You're getting the same cards. Sometimes you're doing too much because you want to prove yourself to the wrong person. And that causes you get in your hamster wheel. And you're going to be eating your own tail. Or biting your own tail. Finally. Be like a firefly. Shine in the dark. And the raccoon, do things smart. Because the raccoon, if you can see here, they're very smart. The way they move, the way they take things, they're very smart. Some people don't find respect on raccoons, but raccoons are very smart. And you need to be as smart as the raccoon. Sometimes meaning that success doesn't always have to be posted on social media. Do things on the low, do things for yourself, and then whenever it's time to shine, it'll shine. So keep your thoughts and ideas and desires and projects in silence, because not everybody is going to be happy for you. And you don't want their energies to, oh my God, you don't want their energies to keep you from focusing from the right thing, and then you focus in the wrong direction, and then you waste time on things that were not worth it. Keep in mind, fire ant, not everybody's okay with you being an individual. They want you to follow the crowd. You got to be smart on that too. Be like the hawk. Sometimes you got to continue relationships with friends or family far away. Hold on. He tripped over his toys. He was like, oh, you okay? I'm like, are you okay? But either way, you got to be like the hawk. See things from afar. Some people, I keep it from afar because I can see danger from afar. And sometimes people think, oh, because you're not talking to me, or you just back down. No, boo-boo. You're still on my eye. I still got you. It's just like, I'm going to continue to do it from afar because you are dangerous to my energies. And shark. Sometimes people see this card and they say it's bad news. The shark is not bad news. Yeah, it's a predator. Yes, they are. They are. But only when something is in their habitat. You have never seen a shark walking on land, right? Meaning that they're not naturally a killer. You know, they're just attacked when something is in their atmosphere, meaning ocean or water. Meaning that you're not a rude person. You're not a bad, dangerous person. You just react when provoked. So, for example, when people say, well, why do you give a time of day to negative energies? Because you provoked. Do not start a fire, and do not having time for the heat. You know, if you can't take the heat, don't start a fire. So, some people are going to see you as the responsible. Others of you are going to see you as you're just defending yourself. Again, the whole reading is all about perspective, because people, humans, will do and say what's convenient for them. Because people like to judge their reaction, not what caused their reaction. Sorry guys. What else to finalize this reading? It's getting long. Sometimes when you protect your energies with the bear, because you are a protector, because you're powerful, because you know, right? People will call you a vulture or a snake. Because you are just protecting you and your energies. Because you chose peace over war. And some people, the names they call you, that's who they are. They're just reflecting. So sometimes you're going to be called the vulture or the snake just because you chose peace over war. Because you chose not to fight with them anymore. Because you chose yourself. Because you chose things that were better for yourself. When things happen, just enjoy solitude, because just like that, you're going to find your crowd. They want to remind you, as the elephant, you are a very spiritual person. You're so connected to the spiritual world. And trust me, you'll be respected. Like the oyster. And I want to say something that might be funny. It's a unique taste. Guess what? If we were talking about it, you are high quality, right? Your vibration is high quality. And let's talk about energies like food, okay? So if you were McDonald's, everybody will like you. Everybody could afford you, right? Talking about food, right? But only oysters, and I'm talking about the food here, can be appreciated by the right people. It can be afforded by the right people. So even energetically, there is lanes, there is vibrations, and there is, I don't know, like cosmic energies for each one. So the people who judge you, the people who called you, is because they're not on your level, and they know that. You're trying to see what I'm trying to do here. You're not meant to be liked by everybody, and not everybody's gonna like you, understand you, or wanna mingle with you, because you're not for everybody. You're for exquisite, specific, high class, energetical people. And sometimes it takes a long time for you to realize that. Not everybody appreciated me, guys. And now I see people who do appreciate me. You're not meant for everybody. You're meant for specific people. Let's see what zodiac signs are the strongest. Okay, we got Virgo energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Aries. So don't feel too offended when people don't appreciate you. They just don't deserve you, and that's it. And this is a whole intuitive reading, okay? If you don't know what intuition is, look it up on Google. If you have enough internet to be bothering people, you have internet to use for information. So we got, this is the people who may need this reading, or maybe this reading is going to help you to be a vessel for somebody who needs this. Who knows? We got L as in Leo, T as in Tyler, A as in Apple, K as in K as in Queso, J as in Jason, N as in Nina, D as in Diego, H as in Hamburger, C as in Cat, O as in Oscar, M as in Michelle, U as in Umbrella, Z as in Zane, E as in Edwin, and R as in Rose. So those are the possible initials for this reading. Was 4, besides, you know, zodiac signs and whatnot. Let's see. What is the spiritual animal deck? I'm gonna get one card because it's getting long. So we got here Tiger. Oh, and it says fire. I chose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. And then we got the sea turtle. Oh my god, protection. You're a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Persevere, and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So this is the end of your reading. This was very awesome. I really liked it. I hope you guys liked it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to win a chance of a free reading, make sure to check the giveaway video, because it explains everything. Because every time my channel gains 1,000 subscribers, I host a free reading giveaway. But everything you need to know is in that video. Also, most likely you saw my social media. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back. I have a TikTok. I have a small group on Facebook. I have an upcoming project of my Patreon, and that Patreon I'm going to be offering reading classes, or tarot reading classes as well. I have a Amazon storefront. So as an Amazon affiliate, I earn commission from qualified purchases. So if you want to check all the products that I have there for protection, witchy, and all more, because every week I'm going to be adding more, you want to double check in the description box below and check the storefront link. As well as if you want to get a personal reading with me, make sure to go to the description box below. There is the link for my website, and you can actually click on it and it'll take you to my website for booking an appointment. If it's easier, you can also book directly through my Instagram on the book now button on my bio. With this said, I do not take any requests outside the website, and once again, I never offer any free readings outside the giveaways, and I never message anybody offering readings or so. So with this said, thank you for this love and support. I hope you guys like this reading and have an amazing day.